Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today here at FFG Live. I'm very excited to be joined by my three favorite designers of all time. We've got Brooks, Philip, and Aaron joining me today. And as always, I'm Josh. I'm here. We're going to play some Descent Act 2. Yeah. I'm super excited for this. We were chatting a little bit, and I'm terrible. I'm going to throw it out there now. We're still not through Act 1 with my main group, but we set up some time on Saturday. We're going to get through at least a few campaigns. So I appreciate you, Brooks, and trying to get me to the point where I'm not going to get too many spoilers, but maybe give me some information before we started. But I did say I wanted to go in fresh, even though there will be some spoilers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be a really good time. Obviously, I love the game. So yeah, super excited. So, we are going to jump into it now. We've selected our characters, but we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But let's jump into the story.
So I suppose we could say there will be some unavoidable spoilers. We are playing the first quest of Act 2. The story is continuing on from Act 1. That being said, it's not going to be excessively spoilery. We're not going to be spoilering very much at all of what's in Act 2.
Right.
And we've skipped over most of the recap section of the intro story because you're here for gameplay.
Right. I mean, we could read for 45 minutes straight if we wanted.
Just take it that long.
No,
thankfully.
I'd take it real slow.
Yeah, let's really savor it.
Right.
Get it up on our feet. Really make it a theatrical production.
We would love to do that.
With this group, we probably would get a little too into it.
So we are zoomed in on the end of this intro story scene because there's a lot of heavy lifting this intro needs to do. We need to establish what our heroes have been doing since the end of the Act 1 campaign, which is mostly getting refugees to Arcout, the capital of Terranoth, where they're hopefully a little safer from the rampaging dragons that have, spoilers, destroyed most of Forthin.
Okay.
So, our heroes are leading the first of many refugee columns to Arcout. We've all had check-ins about where our heroes are, what they've been doing, reminders of which of our virtues are dominant for each of our heroes. Because I don't know about you, I finished Act 1 a long time ago, and I don't remember which virtues I had dominant for each hero. So that's a lot of what this intro story does. We skipped mostly to the end, so you can get a little bit of that and see some of our new hero art in action before we get into the story. So, if we want to switch over to our tablet view, the Indra's Companion. Cyrus may equip that card now.
I did it.
Yeah.
Got it real fast.
So obviously this is an exception to usually when you get a card, you don't get to equip it till the next quest starts. Cyrus gets to play with his new toy right away.
So let's do a quick zoom in on that because I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, we can talk about how companions are going to work. Indris is a new card type, a companion. Companions have their own stat line, which we'll see in a second. Companions do not attack or interact with things on their own. Instead, they activate when the controlling hero says they get to do stuff. So Cyrus has a lot of new skill cards that say things like afflict an enemy adjacent to Indris, which I think we've shown you in the article for Cyrus. Yep. Every time Cyrus moves, Indris gets movement points as well. Indris has a speed of 6 and flies, so she can be pretty much wherever she wants to be. She does have a health score, but companion health works a little differently than heroes. We don't track companion health. We don't have tokens for tracking that. The app doesn't know. Instead, anytime a companion takes damage from an attack equal or greater than their health, they are defeated. They flip. They resolve the defeat keyword if they have one, and they flip which usually means they flip the card or something else happens. So, companions aren't immortal. They can get hit. When Indris gets hit, Cyrus has a bad time.
Yes.
Indris' defeat text is Cyrus suffers 5 fatigue, and then we flip the Indris cards. So, if that happens, you might be feeling the burn.
Right.
And then the other side of Indris has rules for how she recovers and stands up. Other things to know about companions are that they can impede enemies, and enemies will attack them if they can't attack enemies. Their enemies are always going to gun for us if they can. So we can be clever and put Indris in the way, but that does mean she might get hit. And
She'll be fine.
if she doesn't block enough damage, she may be defeated.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's something to be aware of.
Great. So it looked like there were some technical difficulties. Let's do a quick close-up of this card. We're getting there. Sorry, everyone. Doing things with the app, I
Dramatic
threw
zoom.
a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
bit of a loop in.
More video feeds than normal. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So this is what we were just talking about.
Yeah, so Indris has fatigue. You can put fatigue tokens on Indris just
Yep.
fine. Indris has 2 orange dice for defense. Every time she gets hit, she rolls 2 orange dice to determine how much she blocks. Because she's one of Cyrus's cards, Cyrus can spend abilities, can use abilities to adjust that defense roll. So you can spend upgrade those surges with fatigue into successes. You can use your own surge abilities. You can upgrade the advantage. So
When Indris is defending, you are defending.
yeah.
Yes, essentially. That makes sense.
It's just Indris that will take the damage instead.
I forget exactly how the wording ended in the rule book because we write many versions of the rules
Right.
and find the language that works the cleanest.
All right. So I'm
You
gonna
make the defense roll if Indris gets hit.
Yes.
You are the controlling hero.
Yep. So I'm gonna ask the noob question. Indris lives over with all of my
With all your other cards.
abilities and
Yep,
whatnot.
with your weapon, with your attack card and your.
Can I
and your
choose to flip Indris just like any
You
of
can
these
always
cards?
choose to flip Indris.
Okay, so this is a forced flip,
Yeah,
but
the-
I can
The
choose
defeat
to do
keyword is a forced flip.
Yep.
You can voluntarily flip Indris if you want.
it. Okay, wonderful.
There's no advantage to doing so.
Right.
But if
right.
something makes you flip a card,
Right, I
Indris
could
can be
choose
Yeah,
to
or
flip
if
Indris.
Indris is defeated and on the other side of the card, you can manually flip instead of waiting for the
Yep.
the trigger that's on there.
Sounds great.
Ability that's on there.
Beautiful.
I smell
All
smoke,
right.
blood on the wind. Something's wrong. Here come the Alarian Knights. Can you see that artist monitor well enough to read? Or do you want me to read it all? I'm the designated reader in my book, so
I will happily do burns for it.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
As long as everybody
Yeah,
can see.
I smell smoke and blood on the wind. Something's wrong. Here comes the Alarian Knights.
A tiny speck becomes a sun swallow in the shadows, and Alarian drops out of the sky. Sir Balthane dismounts in a rush, staggering over the towers in the saddle as he calls out. Lady Bryn, the citadel burns, the Ithuk are inside the walls.
To arms, everyone! Sir Balthane, can you fly us to the Citadel?
Of course, I shall take you directly to the library tower.
The rest of you, go with the soldiers and attack the Ithuk from behind. We'll pin them against the walls. Good hunting, everyone.
So we've already chosen our heroes. Bryn
Yes,
is a bit
yes.
So Bryn is going, because we have Bryn in our party, she's coming with us to go do all this. There's some, just letting the audience know that we've already gone past that step. So
Hey, I remember talking about this the last time.
the attack on the walls is an unpleasant surprise. The Ithuk swarm is far from its last reported place, the platform.
Da 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 da.
As the heroes soar toward a burning tower on the wings of Ilarions, a mounting dread grows within them. Place tiles 4A and 15A, one tall ladder, one great pillar, 4 tall pillars, and 1 staircase.
Alright, since this is closer to the two,
We're starting
I'll have
tall.
one of you
Yeah,
place that.
Done some pre-assembly.
I did. I prepared for this.
I appreciate it.
Start there.
Ladder.
Tucks in the corner here.
And then what way is going to be best for the camera to view us on it?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I think, pushed up just a titch. Because the app does this really nice thing and it kind of gives you your total border.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we put it here. We should be good. Brooks and I can reach and move things around. Aaron, you're.
Sorry.
This table, this
Just
trapezoid
throw
table
things.
makes for
It'll
really
be fine.
And in a real scenario, someone would be on that side.
Right, right.
We don't have to be in the Last Supper formation. So and we've got
Everybody on
some,
one side of the table.
because the ladder is a new terrain piece. We have some tutorial text to tell us how the ladders work. A figure adjacent to a ladder may use 2 movement points to move to another space adjacent to that ladder, ignoring elevation.
This must be my finger.
When a figure shifts, they may spend 2 spaces of that movement to use a ladder. So ladders let you move up and down, and ignore elevation. You don't interact with them unless a scenario tells you can interact with them. They're like pillars or other structural pieces.
Got it.
And because we didn't make them an interact action, that also means that enemies can follow you up and down.
Right. Enemies can use
Right.
ladders because it's just spending movement.
Just
You'll
for
note
2
this
points.
text says when a figure.
Yeah.
So Indris can use a ladder but doesn't need to because it's
Fly. Indris don't need no ladders.
The flight from the refugee column to the besieged walls of the citadel feels like an eternity, but in truth, it is only moments. Playstyle 17A and 2 great pillars.
I mean, it's technically 3 great pillars because I left it on the wrong
Right.
base, but
This pillar started
it would have been there.
supporting 15. And a sudden summer squall, common enough on the plains of western Hernoth, begins to blow in, turning the sky the color of hammered lead. It is hard not to read the heavy clouds as an omen in light of the unexpected attack.
Didn't leave you the stairs the first time around.
Not following instructions.
Sorry. I'm really bad at following the rules. Maybe that's why we're doing well in our campaign.
Alright. So, start with a nice tall map.
Look at that.
We've been advised that our sound effects are way too loud, so I'm gonna take those out.
Let's keep sound effects up a little bit.
We'll
Okay.
let our peanut gallery give us
A little bit of sound?
feedback on audio.
You can do a little sound effects.
A little bit of sound?
It's not the music. It drowns you all out.
Okay.
Okay.
Something. Wait. There is something in this world that can drown me out.
We searched for a long time.
We found it. It's an iPad.
The Athuk incursion is focused on the library tower. Flames spread perilously through the structure. Place 1 chest, 1 short ladder. Oh. It's actually here. I've modified this map so many times. 1 lectern,
I can reach the table.
2 shelves, and 1 large table.
Before we build any more, do we want to rotate this so that camera has a better view?
So.
Or is it not going to be good enough regardless?
Yeah, I think we're fine. We can do the top down to show it from a different angle if we want.
Fire.
And some fire.
Again, new terrain piece, so we're going to tell you how it works. When a hero adjacent to a fire attacks, they get to add a success to their attack roll. When an enemy adjacent to a fire attacks, they add 1 to their 1 damage. So an adjacent hero may interact with a fire, and during the darkness phase, fires will sometimes affect nearby heroes at the end of the round, and they may increase the amount of affliction damage suffered by enemies. That's all handled by the app. We don't need to worry about it on the fly. The app will tell us when it's doing a thing.
Right?
Sir Balthane and his Alarian knights relay you swiftly to the top of the besieged library tower. You must determine what the Athuk are after, but the safety of the citadel and its people is your most important goal. Place all the heroes in the middle of tile 6 up there.
Okay.
I'm slow, so I'm putting myself up front.
Fair. All right, so since we're placing our heroes, let's talk about who we are.
Yeah. I'm playing Varix. Brooks is running Bryn.
I'm playing Bryn. Yeah.
Aaron has Chance.
Yep.
And Josh, you're playing Cyrus.
Because I want
Every
Indris.
time you place your hero, you may also place any companions you have adjacent to your hero.
You know what? We're going up
Indris
front.
gets to-
Oh, man.
Gets to come out. to
Oh,
play
man.
too.
We're messing with a spear here. All right.
So that does mean if an effect places you on the map, you get to move Indris along with you. If for some reason you don't want to place Indris, you don't have to. There are very few instances where that makes
Okay.
sense, but sometimes you might not want to.
All right.
If you use like a secret passage to go somewhere else, and the effect
Right.
puts you somewhere else, Indris can pop through with you.
Fair. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, you know what? Which 2 heroes did we not show last time?
We didn't show Varix and Cyrus because their articles had.
Let's do that. Why don't we put them on the close-up cam really quick? And it's perfect because they're the ones right next to each other. Yeah, the Varix positioning was perfect because that's the Sunforged spear, right? right
Yeah.
next to, a phoenix. They're going to get along
Right.
just fine. Keep each other nice and toasty.
Varix is standing up a little straighter now, so they are really tall.
Yes. And then Cyrus, much less phoenix enforced.
Yeah,
Kind of
he's-
nice having
He gets
Cyrus
the base all to
as-
himself right now.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the Hobby Next Indris
Yep.
mini.
Yep.
The one that comes in your Act 2 box is the same gray plastic as all the heroes. If you got Hobby Next, you get this really nice translucent figure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So let's see what's next.
An imperious Athuk snatches up a tome, easily snapping the chain that binds it to the lectern. My, the children who play it being heroes, emboldened, I suppose, by their victory over that idiot Necrol. Your home still drowned in blood and anguish, though, didn't it? Spawn a Viper Legionnaire, the Athuk Thief.
I don't like the Athuk Thief.
Have we
Not
shown-
even a little
Have
bit.
we
That was
shown
just
the Viper
mean.
Legion?
They
Yeah.
seem very bitter.
Or not?
Did
We showed some of them close up and some of them
Yeah.
far away.
Ooh, focus. So yeah, here's our really cool Viper Legionnaire Archer figure.
Well, cool figure, but mean.
She's kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to hang out with her.
Spawn the following enemies. Another Viper Legionnaire and 2 Berserkers. One of those Berserkers is a special type called the Flayed Kindred.
Ooh.
All right.
Welcome to Act 2. You're already in trouble.
Yeah, we prepped all our terrain pieces because we knew we were coming, but enemy spawns are randomized, and all we can do is guess.
Where's our
Right behind the other
Berserker? Okay, in the back.
Berserkers.
in a row.
All right,
Line
here
of
we go. They're coming at
berserkers.
us.
All right, let's go.
The Athuk's thief snarls a command at her underlings and vanishes into the
I'm gonna
smoke-filled
slide
hallway.
this a little bit more centered.
Sure. I don't have time for buzzing gnats. Leave their bones to blacken in the flames. Remove the Athuk thief.
Okay.
Wait. Put the Athuk Thief. Put more. Now go
She's
away.
run away. I feel like I'm gonna keep that mini out because we might need it.
Right, right, right.
You hear a shout from outside and see a trio of Valerians circling past the tower. Sir Belthane holds aloft one of the runestones you gifted to the Illyrian Knights in Act 1, before he turns his destructive power on the Athuk that threaten you. Each enemy suffers 12 damage.
Nice.
Thanks, Belthane.
Sweet. Let's give more people runes. That's good.
If you, in Act 1, didn't give the Illyrians those runestones, something else happens. You must dispatch the Athuk in this tower before they are able to cause more damage. Defending the Citadel must remain your priority, so that the refugees you lead may find a safe haven. Even so, the Athuk thief should not be allowed to escape with her prize. If she leaves the Citadel with that book, you may never recover it. Place 1 sight token. Objective updated, defeat the Athuk in the tower. Optional objective, stop the Athuk thief before she escapes the Citadel.
All right.
Do we want to poll the audience how aggressively we want to chase that thief versus
I mean, we could.
putting out the fires? And
But as
saving
Cyrus,
people?
I'm just going to read books.
Fair.
Going straight to the bookshelf. You,
Fair.
you all can
Yeah,
do the
we've
fighting.
got bookshelves and a lectern up here, so Cyrus is,
I'm in my happy place right
Cyrus
now.
is in a burning library, which has got to be traumatic.
We want to go top down on the other scene because we're going to start moving miniatures now.
Real quick, just because I'm sure people in the audience have noticed it and it's driving them a little crazy, we have a flashing notification on the app because it's the first time we've
Right.
loaded this tablet since the version with the improved camera controls went up. So it's just telling us about that. That's all it is. It's nothing big. Just saying, hey, we gave you better ways to control the camera. Here's how you do that.
Yeah. And you know what? Since you brought it up, I appreciate you talking about the app. This is not the final version of the app. So if there is anything that you notice that looks a little bit off, that's because it's not final.
Yeah,
This is
we're
just for our
we're still
playtesting
doing some final bug
purposes.
hunting, and we're getting our final edits for the cutscenes timed out. Although I think those are mostly done. So there might be a couple things here. Our QA has gone very smoothly for Act 2. I just jinxed myself. So
Say it on camera. All right, great.
well, it's our action phase. We've got a bunch of wounded Thuk in front of us, thanks to our friends on the Alarians, on the big old birds. Who wants to get stuck in?
I mean, I'll go first. I'm happy to press on.
Lead the charge.
I mean, yeah.
top that. Yeah, excellent camera view. All right, so Bryn, I'm gonna use my first action for press on. I'm gonna perform a maneuver. So I'm gonna 3. I'm gonna go 1, 2 to here, and then I'm gonna become engaged. So I got to stop, become impeded. And then hero in line of sight can perform an action. I will attack. That
It's the
red
Blade Kindred.
berserker. Oh, it's the flayed kindred. With my sword, black die, promo die. Any other things I want to queue up? No. All right. So this is just a standard attack with the wing blade.
Right. You are next to the fire, so you get to add 1 success for that.
Okay, so I got 2 successes, a third for the fire. I will take 2 fatigue to pump that up to 4, 5.
That's a good
Yeah. Ooh.
19 damage. After this attack, you may shift a number of spaces equal to your successes.
Oh, well.
I love the West Rider Guards so much.
Because I'm shifting, I can
So-
ignore being impeded and go
But you cannot shift through enemies.
1. Oh, I can go 2, 3, 4,
And then,
5.
yep,
and
catch
swing
the
around
angle.
behind them.
Nice.
All right.
Wow. Well, that was
I love
I'm
it.
fine.
The
pleased
West Rider
with that.
Guard is so good. It's one of my favorite pieces of equipment.
That's a
in
great
Act
combo with my wing blade too. All right, now I'll go ahead and use crashing wave action, perform a maneuver, then attack with technique. Oh, I gotta flip this card first. I don't need the maneuver. I just want the attack with technique. So I'm gonna show that card off there.
So Bryn's new technique keyword. She's the only one who has it thus far, and probably ever, because we want her to have a special thing she can do. Her skill. A lot of her new skill cards get different abilities based on what weapons she has equipped. Because this wing blade has Animos and Slash, she could use any techniques that key off of Animos or Slash. So in this case, she's attacking with techniques, so she gets to discard all fatigue from a single card.
So I'm gonna take off that fatigue that I had to take earlier. All right, and then swing for 3 successes.
And that was the same enemy.
I didn't actually say.
Yeah.
Let's put this on the green one. I'll soften them up.
All right.
Which green one?
The green berserker.
Okay.
3
Because
successes.
that was that a move and then an attack?
That was 2 actions that are unique actions on cards.
Right, but they both gave you a move and an
Yes.
attack. So are you
I
staying
didn't feel
there?
like
You're not
I
going to
didn't
do
feel
the
like
second
moving
move.
any further. Well, I'll pop
'Cause you
around to
could
here, but I
trigger-
won't trigger that side.
Yeah,
token.
yeah.
Gotcha. So that berserker takes 13 damage. Your war rune triggered. But I don't know that he had the most. I think he did have the most health. So your
Okay.
so your
There
war
we go.
rune kicks some
Nice.
extra damage because he had more health than anybody else.
Nice.
Well, it looks like the poll says we want to stop the thief, so with my last move, I'll go here and pop that site token.
All right, Bryn pushes the button.
Catch
You
me
fall
if
close
you
on the
can.
heels of the fleeing thief. That Legionnaire's back. Surprise,
Cha.
surprise.
Go, Indris.
A rush of breath and blood follows as the Thuk thief slides a cruel, venomed blade out of the body of a woman in ornate armor. The woman locks eyes with you before she falls to the floor. Bryn, you must stop her. Through the pain that contorts her face, you recognize Gravia Kine, warden of the Citadel. Place an Explore token as indicated. This is Gravia Kine.
No.
Moves one more over.
Oh, so I'll put it down. Okay.
Yeah, other side of the pillar. The Thuk thief will not hesitate to attack any who stand in her way, but she seems focused on escaping with the tome. The highlighted space is the Thuk thief's destination. After she activates, she will move toward it. If she reaches this space, she will be removed from the board. She's running.
I'm gonna throw a fatigue token there just so we remember where that is.
Yeah, in the app, it's super visible, but
Yeah, for when we got the top down, that
Yeah.
works. I like that.
Actually, stress token. So that's a highlighted space. That's where that thief is running away to.
the door out of the tower stands ajar. Flickering light, intense heat, and the din of combat echo up the stairwell. Place one Explore token as indicated. Right next. She's running towards the door. Go figure. A short distance from the refugee column outside our cout, Gallatin discovers a trio of slain soldiers from Fourth End. One of the things we didn't do enough of in Act 1, I think, is... In Act 1, we built our story scenes separate from our quests. Mm-hmm. But really, we discovered while we were developing Act 2 that they're built on the same architecture. We can mix them together.
And so we do. A lot.
So... A Thuk venom. The pain was excruciating. In the end, death would have been a relief. Probably delivered via toxic gas. You may recognize Laurel as one of our NPCs from Act 1. This poison claimed some of my fellow, even hourly, when the demons overwhelmed us. No one deserves this. You are about to select your first legend. These powerful cards represent the heroic tales told of your heroes and reflect your growing renown in Terradoth. Heroes can unlock only one side of each legend card for use in a campaign. The other side of the card cannot be equipped or used during that campaign. How Galladon reacts will shape the way Terranoth remembers him. The group chooses. To pursue your foe over trackless distance, select Longstrider. To track your quarry with tireless resolve, select Farstrider. So we're picking our legend for Galladon.
Okay.
Our first legend. Every hero will get one of these choices throughout the first quest, unless we die early, in which case there's a contingency.
All right, Longstrider or Farstrider?
So Longstrider, we're not playing Galladon, and
Yeah.
we're unlikely to continue this campaign as much as I would love to. I would love to do a monthly game on the stream, but it's just not. I'm going to volunteer marketing to. So
I'll talk to Casey about that. so
So-
I don't have to be the villain.
I
here.
personally like letting Galladon be super duper fast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So- Longstrider. The demons that drive the Athuk revel in the pain they inflict. There's no distance too great to prevent me from finding them and sending them back to the Inferno.
Every scrap of it
Galladon
will be
has
put to
gained
good
one
use.
strike.
I assure you.
Despite the battle raging below, you cannot leave the tower until you're certain there are no foes here left to threaten it. Discard the site token. That's up by Bryn.
Okay,
right,
that's my round.
So-
That's my turn.
Before we continue on, do we have new feats?
We do have feats equipped. Because we used the wizard,
Yep.
it assumed we completed a portion of the Act 1 feats. And then gave us starting feats based on that.
Yep.
Bryn wants to become wounded.
Oh. Sorry.
I just dive in. There we go.
Cyrus wants to hit Animus with a stick.
Oh.
If you attack an Animus with your staff 3 times, you'll get that. Varix wants to attack 2 different enemies with their spear during 1 round. And Chance wants to kill somebody with his Clawed Gauntlet. Defeat somebody with his Clawed Gauntlet. Heroes don't just kill. So these aren't new feats. These are ones from Act 1. But if you have finished all your feats in Act 1,
Right.
when you start Act 2, you will be given a new Act 2 feat to start with.
Right. So the important thing is, I can't do mine right now. That's what I need to be.
Yeah, you need to find an Animus.
I need to find
stick.
Animus. Yes.
It's a big castle. There's lots of things around. The reason we did that is we looked at our analytics data and determined about how many feats most groups were getting done.
Yep.
And so the goal of the storyteller feature is to simulate an average save. So if you're a group that's really prioritized feats and you've got them all done and you import your Act 2, import your save into Act 2, you'll probably see the Act 2 feats sooner.
Mm-hmm.
But they are all in the random pool when you complete a feat at this point.
All right, who's going
Okay.
next?
Let's see. I found out I want to stab people with a spear.
Okay. I mean, you can certainly get that done.
I am absolutely terrible about actually picking which side my cards start on before the quest starts. That's just.
Also, everyone
Yep,
set your
yep.
health to full.
Yes.
yes.
Yeah. This
I'm
was
also
sitting in
terrible
front of
about
me
giving
at
people their
7.
dials. I was very proud of myself for remembering this thing. If I step forward, I can stand next to this fire and hit people with a spear.
Do it.
And
Yeah.
that seems like a great
I
combo.
softened one up for you.
Let's start with the soft boy that you just, the flayed kindred that you queued up.
Get him.
Because I have reach, I can stand up here and do my dark work.
Look at that bell swing.
Basic attack. So I attack with blue. Don't currently have sneaky ways to get extra dice, but I think I'll probably get it right. So I got a surge. I'm next to a fire that gives me a success. My surge will let me add another success, and I can
Do you want to use your reassurance?
add 2. I don't need the healing, but it's more hits. So yeah, let's use reassurance. I'm what we refer to as Varrix's best friend aura. Surge. Better to use calming presence. Use my surge to add 2 successes and focus a card. So I can hit for 4.
Alright.
Right? No, just
3.
2 from that surge, 1 from the fire. Yes.
Thus,
Enough.
12 damage.
praise
Easily
God.
pierce. The flayed kindred's corpse writhes and steams as the infernal essence in its blood burns away its mortal frame. Cool. The nearest hero tests will. Well, that's me. Luckily, I'm good at will. I need tested will 6. Passed with
There you
flying
go.
colors
Oh, yeah.
because I am Varrix. I am not afraid. I've
wealth
been around for
has
800
no
years.
allure.
The following has been added to your inventory to be used later. We got some crafting supplies and a guardian hilt for Bryn's sword. And that kindred is dead. And I still have another action and 2 movement for what that's worth. I'm going to use the attack on Fate's Embrace. Attack an enemy. During this attack, add 2 success. And then after this attack, flip this card.
It's one of my favorite cards to run with Varrix.
So I'm going to hit the correct Legionnaire here.
I'll spin them this way, so.
So his Legionnaire's defensive ability. After this attack, if you did not roll a surge, suffer a damage. She's got
Get a
the
surge.
counter shot.
Hey, look at that.
So I can again use Calming Presence and a fire and the 2 from Fate's Embrace to hit her for 5.
Yeah.
How many
Seems
more
good.
must
Didn't kill her with a lot
this
to spare.
way?
She hits the ground. I advance my feet. And I've got 2 movement left, so I will come stand by this treasure chest.
Yeah.
I will actually stand there to impede the Berserker so that it can't bum rush our squishy mage.
I'll be fine. I've got 10 health. I'm great. I'm great.
Okay, you gotta.
I've got my cloak. I was set to 9. When you said, make sure you got your health set, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Oh, I'm not good. Thank you for the reminder. All right, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I think I can handle the berserker, and then you can do mage things.
Yeah, I'm going to go, read a book
So
before it burns.
Yeah.
Got to make sure somebody gets that knowledge before the book is gone forever.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can get right up to the berserker.
I will also point out, you could also interact with the fire if you're concerned about the library being on fire.
You might want to put.
You know, okay, fine.
But it's Chance's turn right now.
But I really want to read a book.
Okay, interact with fire and then read the book.
So Chance can do things with Umbra tokens in Act 2. That's his new development. You can have up to 1 Umbra token by default from his hero ability, Misdirection. And then I have a skill that lets me have an additional Umbra token. And
Quick note
do
about
even
skills.
cooler things.
We cheated a little bit because we wanted to show you the new cool stuff.
No.
Yeah.
So we all have one of our Act 2 skills equipped. You get those right after this first quest. We just wanted to show them to you guys, so
Yeah.
we cheated.
So,
When we're designers, so when we cheat, it's just by testing.
carte blanche.
And I am sitting next to them, so I get to follow that same rule.
So I use Misdirection. I place an Umbra token in my current space, but then I get to shift it 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2. I want to keep it adjacent to the
Okay.
Berserker, so I'm just going to
Sure.
go there with it. And then I can use my cheater action, Blades of Night, to attack the enemy, and then discard an Umbra token to attack again, as though I were in that token space. So I get to attack him twice.
Nice.
I have blue die.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I got a surge, which adds. I can add 2 successes and discard an Umbra token to add 3 instead, or I can add 1 and place an Umbra token. I think I will place the Umbra token.
Because you've got
Because
that
I
Blades
don't
of Night skill, you can have 2 on the board at the same time.
Yeah, because I'm already in Blades of Night action, so.
Normally,
Yeah, we'll do this.
if you would place a number token and they're all in play already, you can choose to discard one from the board before you place it, so you can move them around.
Yep.
Cool.
You're not stuck because you sent one of your shadows off down the hallway.
So it's 1 success, and then I can do this and
Uh-oh.
add a success for my shadow card. That gets it up to 2. Yeah, so it's 2 successes.
Chance I've done you a disservice. I forgot to equip your weapon parts.
Oh,
Oh no!
yeah. Well, you know.
Chance doesn't need them.
We're playing on heroic now.
Yeah. Aaron's too good at this game, so
Right.
play Aaron.
Handicap.
Yeah,
Please nerf.
needed that.
Okay. So yeah,
Alright.
2 successes. But that's only 1 attack. I get a second attack.
That's true.
You get a surge, so use Varrix's reassurance.
So you
Oh, okay.
are going to daze him and do extra damage because of your shadow bracers. So
Yeah.
just so you know, but you can use reassurance or calming presence to add 2 successes for your surge, and then either focus a card or heal 1. I don't think you've managed to get yourself hurt.
I guess, yeah, I didn't want to spend my Umbra token, but I guess instead of placing this Umbra token, I could do the 2 successes. So that gets me up to 3 successes.
Oh, there's a
and
surge
and
for your
focus.
Umbra,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So we are retconning, but yeah. So yeah, let's do that. So it gets it up to 3. And I get a focus.
3 hits you, not by a fire, but 3 hits. Your Shadow Claw gauntlets are going to help out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got an extra 7 damage from that. Hit him for a total of 15.
Nice. And then I'm still in the Blades of Night action, so I'm spending my Umbra token, trying not to knock over the tower, and rolling again.
Punch the tower.
Oh,
All
cool.
right, that's good.
So this time I can use the same ability for the surge for 2, so that gets me up to 3, and then I can Shadow Claw Gauntlets, gets me up to 4 successes this time.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's super boned. Which is good, because we've hit him enough times. We've been boosting his damage.
Yeah,
We've hit
Yeah,
him.
we do not want
So
him to have
I'm
a
very glad we
8 or
finished
9.
him.
sweet.
Berserker down.
All
And
right.
we found the Stormbound Pendant.
Hey, sweet.
And a couple of Act 1 things we didn't find yet, so we're filling out our inventory with those.
All right. So before I take my turn, 'cause you just finished, right? There's a lot going on.
I think I moved, and then I Blades of Night, and then this one.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think I actually have one
You-
more
you have one more.
move, So
After
I'm
You
this-
did become impeded as soon as you moved next to the
yeah.
the.
So my last action, I could maneuver.
You
well,
lost all your remaining points when you moved in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're done, unless you got an extra shift from.
well, an
skill.
extra action.
2 attacks were 1 action.
The 2
Yeah,
attacks
the
were
2 attacks
Oh,
were
right,
single
right,
action.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's how I have 1 action left. So I need to maneuver. I'm not near anything yet, but I think I'll chase after the thief. Right?
Sure. Us 2 will go after the
2.
thief, and then those 2 can
I'll
take care of
get
the
in her
tower.
grill, and then
Come
I'm
over your
impeded.
book.
Yeah. Okay. Now you.
Okay, perfect. So before I take my turn as Cyrus, we are gonna show off the character cards again. I know we've talked about them and you've seen them in articles and whatnot, but we'll show them off and do a quick close-up of each. So here's Varrix.
So Varrix kept their surge ability from Act 1 and added an extra one that lets them doom enemies. Like every scar lesson is a slight improvement off of Varrix's hostile thing before. Now they can use it on defense. And then Font of Vigor is a slight increase on their healing ability from Act 1. But functionally the same. More health, slightly better skills.
Cool.
Cool new art.
And here's Bryn.
So Bryn's new abilities are just a little more flexible and being able to work for her or for another adjacent hero. Her unique action can pass that action, can maneuver and then pass an action to another hero instead of just doing it herself. And her 2 surge abilities have a success and then a technique trigger. So one of them if you've got Slash or Lumos, the other if you've got Crush or Ignos on this side. And then Slash, Crush, those are also both Lumos, Ignos.
Yeah.
So depending on what weapon she has out, she'll enable an additional kicker effect on either of those.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Her,
will.
her new title of the Baroness reflects that she's more of a leader now, so she can throw her abilities out to other heroes more easily.
Yeah, when I first read the other side, I can't remember the name of
Press
the
On.
Press On. When I first read that, I was so disappointed because I thought that she was just weaker because I didn't realize it was any other hero.
Yeah,
Didn't think
it
I was like,
went
oh, it's
from-
a move and not a shift anymore.
It went from
All right,
she
but-
shifts 3 and then attacks to any other hero maneuvers and then does any other action.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
She has to do the maneuver.
She moves.
Oh, she does the maneuver.
But
and
then
she
anybody can do
Also,
an
now that
action.
you can get access to things to increase your speed.
Right. Yeah. No, I just thought that it was worse, and I was like, okay, well, that's disappointing. And then I read it again, and yeah, it's going to be really, really fun. All right. So Chance just went, so let's
Ooh, yeah.
show
off.
Chance
Show
his
off his
card.
card while Cyrus decides which books he wants to read.
All of them?
Aaron talked about Chance's new Umbra token hijinks. He gets his whole new token type he can throw around. Looks just like his throwing knives, his kunai. So he can seed the board with these little tokens and then use them to do all kinds of mischief.
His surge abilities interact with the
And
tokens
his
as well.
from the darkness on his other side is he gets to swap places with one of those tokens he's put on the board, so he can be wherever he needs to be. He also his agility is now just absurd. All the other every hero got +1 to one of their four tests. Chance is the only one who got the bonus to their best thing.
Min-max chance.
Yep. All right, and then we'll show off Cyrus before I go. So I've got Flames of Rebirth now, so a little bit different than the last one where it was Indris dealing that damage.
Yeah. In Act 1, it was a flat amount of damage
Yep.
that he just blew up.
Yep. So yeah, for this I get to roll a die for each fatigue on the card, and then for each success I deal 2 damage to an enemy adjacent to Indris. So Indris is burning things, which is awesome. And then each advantage, a hero gets to get rid of a fatigue, which is really nice. And then I get to flip the card over, so any of the fatigue that I had on it would then be gone.
Yep.
And then I've got the turning. I can put a fatigue on it to convert an advantage to 2 success, or I can take 2 fatigue to convert 2 to 3.
Yeah.
You
So
can do both.
And I can, yes, I could because of my 3 threshold.
yeah. In Act 1, he just had that top line, but because of the timing rules of you can only use each ability once per timing window,
Yep.
giving him a second instance of it lets him really just go big. And you'll note his second surge ability just adds 3 advantage, so you can do both of those things.
Yep. All I need is 1 surge.
And
wasn't
no
Yeah.
fatigue.
Happy camper. Right, yes. Right after I do my Flames of Rebirth.
Can turn 1 surge into 5 successes.
All right, so let's see. Let's do this. I am going to start by moving.
You wanna
gonna
check
get
out
my-
that fire?
My free maneuver, I will, but when I take my maneuver, Indris also gets hers. So I think Indris might go first, and she doesn't care about literally anything.
She gets to ignore terrain and figures while moving.
Which includes elevation as well.
Yep.
Right. So I set her there, so she can go 1, 2, all the way down 3.
3, yep.
Okay, let me make sure I've got this angle right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's just going to impede a little bit, and because you're close enough, I know that she won't be attacked at this point.
Right.
All right. I love Indris already. Love Indris. All right, so now I'll mess with the fire. So I'm going to use one of my 4 points, and I am going to interact with the fire.
When it hears you. So this is just repeating the text we saw before about how fires work. Your options are extinguish the flames, stoke the flames, or once per quest you may channel the flames.
Oh, man. Well, man.
Save books. Be a pyro.
Well, no, I'm not going to be the pyro, the channeling the flames. Like, can I throw them at the... I'm going to try it, because I don't know what this does. I'm going to try channeling the flames.
With Indris's aid, you reach out to the fire, hoping to make a connection with the spirits within it. Remember, our app can tell which hero is interacting with each
Yeah,
thing, so
yeah.
every hero gets their own unique interactions with some items.
So, testing
Cyrus and Kaylee, they like playing with fire.
Testing insight.
insight. All
And
right.
adding 1 success for each Phoenix card you have.
So Phoenix is a trait. And
Phoenix,
his-
Phoenix, Phoenix. So I got 4 successes already.
Wow. Okay.
And you're no slouch at insight either.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! I think, I'm going to do the math. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Indris and the spirits that flit about this fire form an immediate rapport. You may focus 1 card, then discard 1 fatigue from each focused card. For the rest of the campaign, afflicted enemies will suffer 1 additional damage during the darkness phase.
Oh,
for the rest of
The
the
campaign.
Yes.
Affliction.
So afflict is now 5 damage.
Not right here, right now. This scenario. Holy bananas!
That's why you
Good
can only do
job,
that once per
Indris.
quest.
Yes.
And there's an effect in the background that keeps track of what that is, and it's now +1.
Jeez.
So
We
that
know-
will keep up with the increasing power of your other abilities.
Yeah, we definitely noticed that the flat 4 damage from afflict, really good early in Act 1.
Yeah.
Slacks off a little bit as enemy health goes up. So we wanted to give the heroes a couple ways to boost those flat damage amounts.
I feel invigorated.
You should.
So now I'm gonna put the fire out.
Okay.
It's enough on you. Extinguish the flames
Yep.
or stoke the flame.
Let's extinguish. There are
More.
books. There are books.
As we covered in our unboxing video.
I know you
More
just want to
fire.
put the fire tokens on the bookshelves. I know you want to, but I'm Cyrus right now. I have to channel my inner Cyrus. All right, what am I? Test will of 7?
Yep. You may scar a card to add a success if you almost make it.
I might have to. Oh,
Ooh, that's a bad roll.
that's a real.
You
bad
should roll better.
Have you seen me roll dice? Real bad at it.
You do have a focus.
Yep. I mean, I need to reroll both of those with the focus.
Well, so
or no, it's
count
lets you
out
reroll
what
one.
you count
Yep,
out what
it
you
is
would
one.
get up to first.
So you're sitting at
so 2,
4 plus a
3,
surge, right?
4 plus the surge, which could be 5. What else do
Which
I
could
have
be
for surges?
which could be 6 because you are within 3 spaces.
Could be
of,
6 with a heal.
Varix. And you can scar to add 1.
So you've got it if you're
I
willing to
know,
pay for it.
But
Got
this
it right
is
now.
literally the worst roll this can be.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna spend the focus to try not to scar myself. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
I'll take fatigue for sure. All right, so let's do that math again here. I'm gonna grab a couple of these because I will probably need them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 from just natural success. I will take 5, 6 from being within 3 spaces of you.
Yep. So you gain 1 surge for 2 success and focus a card.
Cool. I'll take that focus back, and then I will take 1 to get to 7.
And think about where you want to put that fatigue.
Oh, charging up flames of rebirth.
I
Sure.
really,
If you have that side up.
Yeah, I want the flames of rebirth. I appreciate it, but I had thought for sure.
Passing that test. You brave the blazing fire and douse the burning fuel. Discard this card.
Okay. Sorry, I know you wanted fire.
That's okay. There might be other fires.
I mean, there's a flying fire right over here, so.
Right, we have all gone. The app is tracking our actions
All right.
to remind us that we've all had turns. I don't know about you. My memory is bad.
That's new.
Yeah.
We mentioned it previously, but
for the latest update.
Yeah.
It tracks
It's
interacts and
implemented right
attacks.
now.
We can also, if we're doing extra maneuvers or unique actions, we can track them using this track action button here.
So
It's completely optional. The app doesn't enforce anything. It doesn't limit you to two interactions. It just reminds you what you've done.
that's spectacular.
Because
so like we could have each done a track action
Right. Yeah.
thing just on our moves, just as a reminder. If like you spend your whole turn moving, maybe you want to do that just so you remember that that character's already gone.
Yeah. I think that that's great. I haven't seen it in action before,
Right.
and I wasn't going to ask.
yeah, it doesn't enforce anything because the app doesn't know what skills or things might be letting
Because
us
I
do
can give
extra
you an
actions.
action.
Right.
But
yeah,
for those
yeah.
moments where like dinner gets delivered in the middle of a turn or some like just being able to remember, did you go first this turn and do things or did you go last turn? and
Yep.
have- Like just
Been very.
That will be
fun.
very helpful when I play on Saturday because I'm going to have to drive 30 minutes home to let the dogs out halfway through the day.
Yes,
and then come
that will
back.
be very
So,
helpful.
all right, cool. So I have moved 1 space. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4 because I don't have to use the ladder as I'm going down.
right.
No.
You can just
Do you want to
You know
go
what?
diagonally though?
2, 3,
'Cause there's some
4.
books around.
to that lectern.
Here's
Sure.
the lectern.
All right, so we've all gone and we're ending the phase. Resolve Infection and Terror. Each hero may discard 1 fatigue or swap spaces with another hero. I've got the Wanderer
some-
Stone
the
equipped, so
Wanderer
we're getting the
Right,
extra
yeah,
bonus.
we're getting bonus.
I'm gonna swap spaces with you, Aaron, so that I'm up front on.
Tank, B tank.
Yeah.
And then
On this
I'm
epic
going to
feature.
swap spaces with Bryn. I'm kidding.
I mean, if you wanna, if you
be a
wanna be
terrible
up here,
choice. You wanna be
just
farther
before
away
she
from the books.
activates.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hang out, and I don't really want to lose my fatigue. I really I want to
that's
power
fair.
this
You're
Flames of
charging
Rebirth up. I was even
Only
tempted
Cyrus.
to just take the extra, just for funsies.
Only Cyrus likes being tired.
I know.
Staying
I
up all
know.
night reading books.
So the Athuk Thief. This targets the hero closest to the highlighted space, which diagonally is, I think that.
It's either me. It's me.
2,
yeah,
3, 4.
I'm 4.
1, 2, 3.
Everyone
We
else-
are equidistant. We're both 4 spaces away.
So
You
then
are
it-
5.
1, 2, 3. Yep. So
Otherwise, I mean, I would have.
So, Bryn.
Actually, I think I will. I will taunt her. You're not getting away from me. During the enemy's activation, if it is adjacent to you, become the target. During your defense, add 1 success.
she wants to get as close as she can to 3 spaces away from you.
Okay.
She's impeded, so all she can do is shift to here.
Yeah, good job.
But then she shoots you for 8.
Okay.
After the defense, you must infect and stress 1 card or move 1 space away from her goal. From the highlighted
All right. So I defend. I got 2. I'm gonna add the 1 for 3.
space. She is a tier 7
That
enemy.
was not the best roll I could have gotten, honestly.
We have more tiers this act, yeah.
Yeah.
I
enemy tier-
will
Tears.
spend 2 fatigue for strategic defense to add another
Your
for
prison
4.
tat.
This is my tier, but yes.
I am not the enemy's displayed
Different
target,
tier.
or am I?
You are.
New profile picture.
The enemy doesn't have a displayed target because it's targeting
Yeah.
the person closest to the highlighted space.
So if the hero is not the enemy's displayed target, am I getting a surge out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
would
I've
make
got
sense.
4 successes and a surge. I've got Wig Blade out, so I'll surge for 1 success and discard 2 fatigue. So clear off the fatigue from that taunt. Still taking 3, so that is a decent sized hit.
But you want to get wounded right now, don't you? Isn't that?
I mean, that's a
your-
feat.
I know.
But like, I had another build I wanted to do that was like built around being wounded and powering up because of it. But we're not going to play long enough.
Yeah.
To
So-
fair, so
Is she pushing you 1 space away from the highlight, or are you taking the infect and the stress?
I can catch back up. That's
yeah,
fine.
Indris is gonna keep her locked in place.
After this activation, the Viper Legionnaire Athuk Thief moves 4 spaces towards the highlighted space. This move can be impeded. Thanks, Indris.
Good job,
She is-
Indris.
Shoots around to there. She's not in the highlighted space.
I love Indris.
The haughty thief casts her spiteful gaze at Bryn. Yet again, you fail to protect those who look to you for aid. How many more graves will you dig? Your cousin, your aunt, your fellow marshals? Bryn can see a perverse glee dance across the Athuk's face. Who's next? Uncle Ronan? Cyrus?
No, not Uncle Ronan.
Cyrus, whatever. Just leave Uncle Ronan alone.
Bryn
That guy's-
focusses, stresses, and terrifies 1
Uncle
card.
Ronan alone. Focus, stress, and terrify. Oof. Focus, stress, and terrify, I guess.
Uncle Ronan.
She's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I'm not a
She
fan.
is. I think
Who
she
wrote
out.
this
I
junk?
think she out taunted me.
Getting to write customized insults for each of our heroes was so fun
That's
for
so
this
much
quest.
fun
Right.
doing that.
Man, you guys are evil.
Because she's smart. She knows exactly who all of us are and what we want in the world. She
All
knows,
right.
how, to,
Well,
she knows how to hit us where it hurts.
I'm focused, stressed, and terrified now. No, Uncle Ronan. I don't care about Cyrus.
No, no.
You can fend for yourself.
That's fine. Uncle Ronan is awesome.
She doesn't. Her only tactic is get out of here with the thing she stole. So she doesn't do anything special.
Okay.
She just hits pretty hard.
Right. Nothing special, just murder.
All right.
All right.
All right, back to the top.
I mean, I'll kick things off and go hit her
Just
again. 'cause,
go.
like-
Just do it.
All right. Let's start with just a move and then an attack. Attack with my sword.
After this attack, she's going to shift 1 space towards the highlighted space unless you stress a card.
Okay. All right. So we got. I'll focus that for a reroll. There we go.
That's better.
1, 2, 3, 4. before this attack, discard fatigue from a card, so that's clear. So we'll hit for 4.
She's got 94 health and a defense of 6.
Oh, that's it.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll hit for 4, I guess.
Your war rune works though. She has more hit points than anybody else.
There we go.
So you do hit her for 21.
That's pretty good.
And then I will
Stressing a card or letting her slip away from you.
let her slip away. Yeah.
She shifts 1. We can shift her there.
Stress is new.
Stress is our new condition. One of our new condition tokens. When you discard any condition from a card that is stressed, you suffer fatigue. It's just suffered. It can go on any card. So you can choose to play it. It just lowers the fatigue limit of that card by 1.
Sure.
Because you want to save a spot on that card for
Right.
the stress, but it can. You're always going to take at least 1 fatigue from a stress token,
And
even if you clear it.
Because my hero card is terrified and stressed, it might fill up from the terrified.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, and then I will use my second action to flip Crashing Wave to the other side. No, not flip Crashing Wave. Flip my sword to my hammer, and then use my move to just slip around here to give you some room to get through, Aaron.
Thank you. On that note, should I go next and
Yeah.
come do some punching?
Do you want
Yeah.
to be right next to her? Do you want to be where Indris is?
Yeah, I guess you could go next if you want.
I mean, I'm just going to read
Idris
a book, so it's not that exciting.
If you want to
Well,
move
depends
Idris
on the
as well,
book.
yeah.
Yeah, if you want Indris out of your way,
Sure.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay? All right. So real quick, I'm going to put Indris there. I am going to interact with the lectern to start.
The book stands empty after the theft of the tome that was once kept here.
Oh, that's the tome.
A handful of loose papers and scribbled notes are scattered across the desk, and a slim leather-bound volume was knocked to the floor in the assault. Study the notes or pick up that volume.
Yes. I want both.
Well, which first?
Yes. I'll pick up the volume.
The title of the slim leather-bound book is written in a tight, precise hand. Flora of Lorimore. Illustrations of plants grace the pages with careful annotations and descriptions of their qualities and use. You can only guess what such a book had to do with the work being done here. You may focus 1 card.
Okay.
Hang on a minute, Cyrus calls. I recognize this emblem. This is the crest of Salmaringir. Ignoring the blank stares of his peers, he presses on. The Mercurial Lord of Lorimore? Foe of the Carofen? The mage who trained Timur and Locander? Fascinating. Cyrus is a nerd. Cyrus may
Yes.
prepare 1 card and to discard up to 2 fatigue.
Sweet. But no, stop with the fatigue.
No, discard. Discard.
He wants
I
to keep
want
the
my
fatigue,
fatigue.
so he can make...
You can choose to
want
not
it.
discard it, I believe.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
may.
yeah. I will prepare that just
Yeah.
in case I want a blue die instead of an orange. That feels
But if you want Indris to blow up your
right. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm still nerding out. I'm gonna interact with the
Sure.
turn again.
More books. So you can now study the notes. Several loose pages of notes are covered with sloppy, nearly illegible writing. Row after row of letters and several alphabets are struck through and annotated with discouraged denials. It seems someone has made slow progress decoding some kind of cipher. Among the other sketches, ramblings, and doodles, you do locate a promising diagram.
Now that
You found a recipe
will
for the
prove
Wild
useful.
Bloom belt for chance.
Sweet. You're welcome.
Thanks, yeah.
So I
Somebody
did
was
decide.
working on something here.
Yeah. I could tell there was a sketch. It was really easy to pick it out. I did
Picture's worth
move
1,000 words.
that token because I want to do this thing now before my final. I haven't moved with myself
No,
yet.
you have not.
So I am going to take 3 fatigue. During my turn, I can enfeeble and slow an enemy adjacent to Indris.
Nice.
Then heal 2 damage or fatigue from another card. I'm not going to do that, but then I'm going to hold on to and flip this after I use that token. Okay, cool. So we're good. I am going to wander. Do I go over to the chest? There's probably... We're not going to continue playing.
You can still look in the chest.
I might as well, just in case there's something new and cool. I don't have to
You have
fight.
the action
I'm a wizard.
We got this.
I know you do. All right, and then she's been slowed and enfeebled.
Yep.
I didn't see. Okay. Yep.
Aaron, come help me.
Yeah, can you move me up to her?
1, 2, 3.
Thank you, thank you. And now I'll give her a little poke.
Little stabby
Little
stabby.
stabby stab.
It's your claw.
The Shadow Claw Gauntlet, yep. I got a Surge. I think I can do better. I'm gonna try my Focus reroll.
Can do better.
I can definitely do
Yes.
better, yes. Sweet.
is better.
Oh, I'm not close enough to you
You
to
are
get
just
the,
in range.
to get. Oh, I am? Sweet.
Yes.
Because it's counting straight. Like you're
Di-
directly
diagonal. Because there are spaces under here, you do have line of effect.
Awesome. So that makes the Surge 2 successes and a Focus, right?
Yep.
Put the
Or heal if you need
Focus
it.
over here. I do not need that yet now, thanks. So that's 2, 3, and then I can make it 4 with Shadow Claw, and because she's the only enemy in 3 spaces, I can add 1 for Fury.
Ooh.
Gets it up to 5.
All right.
Nice hit.
Oh,
Oh my
big
god.
hit.
And that was,
Big hit.
I think, the
Oh,
last
yeah.
charge on the Shadow Bracers, but
Beautiful.
Worth.
All right. Well, it won't be.
do you want to stress a card or let her shift one away?
I can stress a card. I think. Yeah, that's this. That's.
Jeez.
Stress. Hidden plans, I guess. And then I'll attack again. Oh, also I'm gonna fire grenade her and afflict her. And you do 2 damage to her right now.
Afflict.
But that afflict now does more damage.
Yeah. Now that the fire is channeled. And sweet, I rolled well again. So that's I'll use your ability. So 1, 2, and a focus. 3, and then I can use this again to get up to 4.
You will fail
Little
in
less
this,
impossible.
as in
Oh,
That's it.
And again, stress another card or let her shift away.
I don't want to be that stressed. I'll let her shift away.
Right.
There's still a ninjas.
There is. She'll get there after moving away from people for an attack.
I can use my whole turn to get to her. Or
Oh,
I
you
can,
don't have a double move poke?
Or I do have reach, so I can double move and just get in range, or I can interact with one of these tokens or terrain things.
They are wounded people that need our help, aren't they?
If I hit her, she will give me more stress.
Right.
You're already pretty stressed.
Yeah, this card started with reveal stress 2 cards. It's the other side of one of my words. So
I don't know why
started to become
you're all stressed. I'm having a great time here.
1, 2, 3.
You would welcome the stress.
This is the least attacking I have ever done in this game.
Well, we put you in the library.
Somebody's got to read the books.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. You can't put
It would be me otherwise.
the nerd
Like,
wizard in a library.
I'll go for the hit. Our polls said get her. So we will not prioritize poking all these other buttons just yet.
Oh, cool.
It's a bad roll though.
You do have a focus.
Focus never works out for me, but I usually play brand focus not as much. So it's a surge. So I get 2 hits and get my focus back. So that's
Yay!
one hero may replace a condition token with another condition, and then after the attack, I may remove 1 status from the enemy and apply another, so we can change out what
Can
she's
I
doing.
replace my terrified
Yeah,
with focus? Great.
and that's not discarding. That's not the verb we're using, so it doesn't.
All right.
Right,
I'm no
yeah.
longer terrified. My team's up here with me.
Let's go. I'll get the chest.
No more insults out of her.
I'll take the stress. It's a bad time, but
You're very
I don't
stressed.
need to put her on top of the token, on top of the goal. So that's everybody.
Yep, that's us.
She's gonna slip away from us, I think.
She is.
Each hero may discard a fatigue or heal 2.
Plus terror and stress.
Infection and terror, but you already got rid of that.
I'll do that one. Did we want to replace a condition? That was one of the options, right? Replace a condition.
Yeah,
on her.
we can swap out what she has if we. I think
I replaced. Oh,
she's
Yeah, she
already
also-
got
Stats.
exposed and
Yeah.
doomed. We could make her I don't want to remove enfeebled or slowed or
Right.
afflicted.
So do we do dazed for doom to keep all of those on for
Yeah.
another round?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's go.
So let me do that.
Afflict gonna kill
She
me?
takes 5 damage from afflict.
Weak.
She's pretty
Oh,
low.
not quite.
She shoots the hero closest to the highlighted space. Everyone but Cyrus.
I'm
is
a taunt her
actually-
again.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, everybody's 4 spaces away, so.
All right, I'm gonna taunt her again. So she. Oh, actually no. She has to be adjacent, so I can't taunt her.
She moves to there,
I can still take it though.
and from there she can shoot everybody except Cyrus.
Which technically wouldn't it be the person with the lowest health?
It would be.
Which would be
I'm at
Bryn.
11.
13.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
well,
you
yeah.
have. Because she's hit me before, and you both have bonuses.
So she would actually move here and shoot Cyrus.
Oh no. Yeah, you are at 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. Because
Okay.
now I
With
would
the lowest health tiebreaker.
actually be the closest.
She's shooting
darn
you
it,
for
that's-
6,
All right.
and then you're
Let's
going to
decide
infect
that.
and stress a card, or she moves.
That's only
To
for
her goal.
6. Okay, if it's
And
only
you're
6.
too far away for me to.
Yeah, she's
for me
enfeebled,
to
so we
skykeep
knocked
to
2
defend you.
damage off. Or
Yeah.
knocked the damage off with
Yeah.
Josh,
Just
you're not
the one
letting me
die.
tank for you.
You know what? I didn't even know what you were all doing. I'm just reading
reading
books,
books.
putting out
I'm
fires.
just a big old nerd.
All right, so 2. I'll take 4.
Ouch.
That's
Do
fine.
you want to infect
How much
and stress
healing
a card?
have we skipped already?
You want to infect and stress a card, or let her move onto her highlighted space?
No, I'm gonna. Well, she's going
gonna
to
do
do
that
that,
anyway.
so I might as well just let it happen now. So I'm gonna take my forward down to 6. So much missed healing. That's why I wanted to take the damage, so that I can actually use the healing that we've been granted this whole time.
The Thuk Thief staggers under the force of your attacks, because we did dish out a fair amount of damage
Yep.
before she snarls and snatches a flask from her belt. Your teeth are sharp, I'll give you that, but I will not fail in my tasks. She crushes the flask in her hand, and a noxious ebon fog begins to claw at your eyes and ears. Each here within 2 spaces of her. Luckily, nobody. So nobody has to infect, scar, and stress a card.
Indras don't care.
Indris is not a hero, so
Correct.
Indris can gain conditions. You can put condition tokens on it, but this effect specifically said Indris.
Yep.
Or
Heroes.
it specifically said heroes.
Yeah.
When the acrid biting fog clears, you see the Thuk Thief has eluded you once more. You must give chase if you are to catch her before she escapes. She's gone. And the highlighted space is gone. So she slipped away.
Okay.
So I'm gonna catch just a little whiff of that.
Well, I'll
going on?
whip back around to here and interact with poor Gravia Kine.
The warden of the Citadel, Gravia Kine, is slumped in the hallway, hand feebly gripping her warhammer. The toxins coursing through her body cast a putrescent web of discoloration under and through her face. She knows better than to attempt to stand, and instead locks eyes with you. Time is short, Bryn. You must ensure this place holds fast for all of Terranoth. Her speech is slurred by the poison.
All right, so a little bit of a content warning. Just
This is a
because-
game where people get hurt and
Yep.
die.
Yep. So
Sorry.
yeah, if you're super like bothered by that, just tune out for a few minutes.
Yeah. I like to make people feel bad when NPCs die. That's just how I do.
Where are the marshals?
I sent most of my troops to guard the walls, the gatehouse, and the main keep. We were not expecting so organized a strike behind our battle lines. It seems we didn't know the value of the secrets kept here. You recall the marshals you trained with, killed in an Ithuk attack much like this one. Warden Kine notices the anguish in your face. Alice Rain is below, leading and protecting the trainees. They will need your help. After this interact, you may shift to and perform an attack if able.
Oh.
There's no one here
Oh,
to hit,
that's
but
true.
No.
Okay.
So just rewinding everything in my brain. If you had interacted with that token, you could have still gotten the attack
Yeah,
off.
if we
but-
had
Okay, well, I could shift 2
prioritized
now.
helping people
Right.
over hitting
All right.
them.
I'll shift 2. And then I will... I have 2 movement points left. Oh, I shouldn't have gone first. No, I'm not going to shift 2 because it's not going to matter. I will just use my next interaction on her as well. What are the Ithuk after? Because we both are people with a purpose, so we're gonna get right down to it.
Wardenkind shakes her head. Not prisoners, that I can say for certain. This assault was singularly focused on this tower. They were happy to kill anyone in their way. That book their leader has. Our archivist believed it belonged to Timur and Locandra himself, though I know no specifics. You may discard all fatigue from any one card.
Okay, ready to taunt again.
The dying warden presses something into your hands. Take this with you, and may it serve you well. I am beyond the need for such things.
This may help our cause.
Following has been added to your inventory to be used later. The brew basket trinket. The venom has done its work, and Warden Gravia's kind's eyes glow flat and glassy. Her grip on her warhammer slackens, and a final whispered intonation escapes her lip. I serve the citadel by deed and word. I guard the citadel with body and spirit. I leave. As her voice trails off, you finish the creed for her.
I leave the Citadel in honor and duty.
Discard this explosion.
No, Gravia kind.
Dead.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a move left.
Yeah,
I will avenge Gravia kind. Run up to there. That's me.
All right.
I'll advance the plot. You go read your book some more.
I'm gonna open a chest. Actually, no. Should we see if somebody else can interact with this token first before I decide what
I
to...
would need to spend 2 actions just to get to it. So Chance could probably
Yeah,
you get
I'm-
there?
camper up to it first.
I'm sneakier.
If,
yeah.
if you can,
Oh, yeah,
if Chance
you've
can
got-
bear to leave a chest behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll get the chest.
I can
Don't worry.
Move 4 so I can
Oh, we weren't worried, Josh.
move
We
through
weren't
friendlies,
worried.
right?
Yeah. So you can go diagonal 1, 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can get next to it for 4.
That's 3.
Yeah.
Yep. Good to go.
With the tower clear of enemies, you're free to join the battle that rages below.
And the fire's put out.
Yeah, that's true.
Good job, Josh.
I did it.
The lower halls of the tower are filled with smoke, chaos, and battle. Place tile 14A, 3 tall pillars, and a staircase.
All right, you want to grab those pillars. Get 14A. Oh, sorry.
It's the one you just went past.
The big weird
Yep.
shape.
Yep.
I
Big
I
crossroads.
saw 16 first. Went to get rid of 15, but 15 is already out on the board. That's my problem. All right. So, no, Phil's got them. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, I just realized that I said, could you grab, and did not specify who you was.
The library is in a state of disarray. Scattered papers, fallen soldiers, and the smell of smoke tell you that the Thuk invaders have already reached this place. Tile 11A, a great pillar.
I want to rotate our whole setup here so we can show the level difference here as we're coming down.
Yeah, get it in the wide camera. 11A, 1 great pillar, 1 short pillar, and
So
1
our
staircase.
current level is here, and we're coming all the way down to there.
That's
not gonna
the
show
short
up as
pillars
well
over
in the
here.
Short pillar right here.
Just blind.
Stack of them that's not near the other pillars. That's on me.
It's all on you.
Yeah, that's true. Doing my best, okay?
You are. You're doing very well.
Rotation skewed us a little bit.
This is way faster than we did it in playtesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stairs go up here.
All right, so I don't have to jump.
Nope. Yeah, stairwell all the way down.
The scholars and guards were caught unaware by the Thuk raid. Those that could not flee were cut down where they stood. Place a cauldron, a chest, a fire, and a shelf.
There's the cauldron.
Chest.
You have a better view, so I'll let you place everything. Is that more fire? I smell more fire.
Don't set the books on fire. You push the door open and see the Thuk with bow raised. Persistent little thing, aren't you? As she lets her arrow fly, the other Thuk in the library move to her defense. You suffer 8 damage, might or agility negates. You were definitely the right choice to open this door.
Yeah. I definitely
You're fine.
evade that with my agility.
Yep.
If you suffered
Don't
any damage,
even
you would
need
also
the
infect the
fatigue.
card.
Don't even need to fatigue.
Her new goal is down here. And she's got some buddies. A bloodthirsty mercenary, a Viper Legionnaire, and a Crimson Zealot.
Green. One of them.
really hate
Mercenary
Crimson Zealots.
Red.
I hate them so much.
So
We want to show off the enemy lineup as well.
We've got
Next
our
up, Zealot.
shiny new mercenary.
We'll do a close-up on...
They've seen Zealots.
Yeah,
before,
they've seen
but
the Zealots, so...
We can still put it there for comparison.
Yeah. So our new mercenary figure. This one is the bloodthirsty mercenary. Is the Thuk version. Go figure.
As is the Crimson Zealot.
Yeah. The corridor down to the courtyard is crowded with fallen bodies and snarling foes. And a scholar holds a borrowed sword and an unsteady hand. The attackers of the young orc surrounded, but for now she's warding them off with wide, clumsy swings. Place an explore token is indicated. This is Safar.
Hello.
Safar is one of those NPCs I just put in the quest, and then our testers took a shine to her, so she got a name. The scattered books and loose pages that fill the library tower call to Cyrus. The books in this library are as old as the citadel itself. Think of all we could learn.
Oh, we can make Josh. We can make Josh do his voice.
I mean, I
can
could.
you see them
I
on
could.
it?
Yeah. So I usually try to do it a little bit deeper. So...
We have to stop the Athuk from destroying it first.
Of course, but just imagine to walk the halls that Timorin Lokander helped build. He rewrote the very laws of magic. If there's some power that can stop the forces arrayed against us, we'll find it here.
What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. Oh no, that's not what that says.
How Cyrus reacts will shape the way Terranoth remembers him. To burn away all doubt, select Searing Heat. To bound ahead with endless confidence, select Soaring Wind. So, the way we present these legend choices, the reason we let you pick based on the title of the card is we know some groups want to pick based on mechanics. They want the skill that's going to help them do the thing they want to do, and some players are going to take a more role-playing perspective and pick based on story. So this way we can present both options, and so you know what choice you're making if you do want the mechanics to.
I'm gonna look at the mechanics.
You gonna show us off?
Yeah, so we've got Searing Heat. We can do a close-up on this one. So after an enemy becomes afflicted, deal 4 damage to it. That's just when they become afflicted.
When they
it's
gain
just
the condition,
4.
hit them.
Nice.
During my test, add 1 for each Flameborn card I have. Okay, so...
So Flameborn is a trait that's on some,
Yep.
mostly on equipment. So like certain staves and
Right,
will
yeah.
have.
Fire-related things.
So nothing right now,
You'd think
so...
successes are better than advantages.
But it lets you get an
love
extra.
the fatigue.
I want to be fatigued.
Basically, lets you activate that afflict damage right away, and then
Yep.
then it tags again.
Yep.
When
But this one isn't
the damage
increased
is
like the rest of the affliction is in the campaign now.
Well, the affliction is increased. The flat damage.
Right, that
bonus
flat
is not.
damage doesn't go up. So increase my speed by 1. I mean, that feels good. And when I'm not impeded, I just ignore underlays.
Yep. Just walk
Soaring
over,
Wind, please.
walk over spikes. Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna sprint on top of water.
You
All
can't
right.
quite fly, but you're pretty close.
But close. Could I get the bigger view so that I can read it? If I'm wrong about finding Timorin's answer, then we make our own. Our people can do great things. Once upon a time, we changed the very nature of the world. We can do it again to save it.
This is the part I'm good at.
All right, Soaring Wind. I will be so fast the next time we don't play.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
we got an updated objective just telling us now we need to leave the tower and stop that thief if we can. She's pretty beat up, so.
All right, and yours was the first activation.
And,
Yeah, I went first.
Bryn has gone.
That's right.
Chance
You
is done
win.
on maneuver and one.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have 1 action left. But I'll probably just want to maneuver up to some enemies, I think. Yeah.
If I go in to try to get her, I am gonna get just nailed.
Yeah, that's the problem,
All
right?
4 of
That's the
these guys
problem.
are gonna pile on.
Do
whoever
you have
goes in
any
there.
ways to move somebody else with you, or do only I have that?
I don't have ways to grant other people.
Because I'll say if you could bring me up with you, then I can tank. But
Maybe I'll pop down.
This should have flipped a while ago.
Aha, I'll be over here. I don't
Sure.
necessarily
Yeah, you
want to
can-
get piled on by everybody either, so I'll be a little bit oblong to the action.
Hide in the
Take
corner.
Yeah.
Okay. Sideways path. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have to take 2 maneuvers just to get in there. If I don't, chances gonna
Oh,
get.
so I can place an umber token and have it shift.
Well, I could also ignore this chest. I should probably come in here. I can start attacking at least. If you weaken some things, I can do extra damage and whatnot.
Most I'll be able to do is get 1 hit on somebody.
Great. Then I can do more damage to that one thing.
I'll hit her and hope the counterattack doesn't do me in. Alright, solid. Hit her for 3 and focus a card. That's the best I can do here.
Pretty low.
She is pretty low.
I'll take care of business. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I will stress a card, although I'm running out of place to put those. So she doesn't shift away from me. I have 1 move left. Move back to hopefully be out of range of the zealot as well. And we can split up some attacks.
Okay.
So show us your grand
All right.
plan, oh wizard.
Let's see. So I'm gonna stand up for this part because I cannot just play this game sitting down. It's been very difficult for me this whole time. But now that I'm actually getting into the action, so I'm gonna start by getting my movement points for both. 1, 2, 3. Easily get there. Indris is so. Ooh, wait. Indris is by fire.
Seems good.
Indris is by the fire. I just want everybody to be aware. Indris is by the fire.
A plan is coming together.
Yes. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have line of sight to her. I have a range of 5.
Don't think you actually
Bookshelf does block line of sight.
Does it block line of sight?
Here's the handy
You
dandy
cannot
little-
see her from there.
No. How about there? One
You
space
can't
back.
see her from there either. That bookshelf is in your
No,
way.
the bookshelf blocks line of sight.
Yeah.
That changes.
Your mortal
one-
foe.
There's a wall
Bookshelves.
Okay, I was there at 1, 2.
If you
3.
actually stay up here, you can still see her.
I don't know if you'll have range from up there, but you can see.
I would be
from up
1
there.
short. So you know what? Rabbit foot. Shift 2, prepare a card. 1, 2. Now I can see her.
Oh,
Yeah.
Prepare a card. I'll put it on my.
Do you want to start going down the stairs? Because you can do a diagonal there.
I could.
I don't know how close you need to
I'm
get.
the squishy wizard. I have a range of
Yeah.
5 with the oak root wand, so I'm good. Yep. So let's do the attack. I did my free move. I took a move. I've spent my rabbit foot, so that's gone. All right. So let's do this. Before my attack or defense, I can add an orange die by taking 2 fatigue there. So I'm gonna get 2 orange die for this attack. Oh, that's real good. All right, so that is 2 natural success. I'm gonna take a fatigue to get a 3rd, and then I've got 2 surges to work with. And then, yeah, just to prepare for later, I am going to add 1 success, and then move up to 2 fatigue from a card to another card. And then I'll get your 2 success and focus a card. So how many was that?
Focus, not prepare.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong token. Yep.
That would be
Thank you.
six.
That would be
After those
3 more,
two
so
to
total
the
6.
Yep. So let's go.
It's all
Oh, geez, I only did
Bloodthirsty Brazier
16
kick.
though.
plan.
She blocked 5 of it.
Jeez.
She tough.
You did take her down though.
I mean,
Bleeding and exhausted, she's forced to withdraw, leaving her prize behind. You haven't seen the last of me, she howls. My master and I will not forgive your meddling. Optional objective complete.
yeah. So I wander in here and I'm just like, what has taken you all so long? What the heck?
We got some ingredients and a recipe for
It was weak.
spear tail. she's gone.
Good day.
So we stopped her, but the
There's still more
attack
to
is still
go.
going here.
So you still haven't gone yet?
I did.
No,
go.
you did. You went
I
right
got
before
one
me.
hit in
Yep,
there.
that's right. I should look at the app. Look at that.
Yeah. I didn't track my maneuver.
Yeah, because you just ran twice.
Like I said, that's an optional thing. I generally don't do it, but
So what's going on here?
Keith bringing us a present.
It's as if you were never here. Oh.
Okay. We've stopped the thief.
Yep.
Our optional objective is complete.
Yep.
Your clever positioning with Indris let us stop her. If you hadn't flown Indris over there, I think she would have gotten away from us a turn earlier, and that would have been bad.
So even though Cyrus did nothing, Indris was
Cyrus got
incredibly
valuable
useful.
information.
That's true. That's true.
You pressed
All
all
right.
the story buttons.
I did.
You did like 30 damage over the course of the whole campaign by upping the afflict bonus you just don't.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right?
You dealt future damage.
I don't need to deal damage now. I
Future
dealt damage later. Yes.
I will point out, Cyrus has a special interaction with that channel. Any hero can do it. It's not you have to have Cyrus to do that thing. But he's better at it because he's got a Phoenix buddy.
Yeah.
But
I like fire.
you're not locked out of doing that if you don't bring Cyrus on your
Yeah.
quest.
All right, cool. So I think we are going to call it there, though. We stopped the thief. There's obviously more to happen. We're not even on the ground level yet.
We are not halfway through this quest.
Right.
Right.
So
Our intro for Act 2 and our finale for Act 2 are larger than your average bear. Our other quests are about in line with the usual quests in Act 1. So don't expect all of them to be this big. We just
Yep.
wanted to start with a bang. So
yeah, great. Okay, so a couple things now that we're done playing. A couple things we want to talk about. There's a new book.
yeah,
There's a new book.
Our new book's all about Varix and their backstory. Which
That's
is very exciting.
Dreams of Fire by David Mana.
Yep. From Aconite Books.
And it is I read the earlier drafts of it for story group
nice.
review. It's gonna be pretty fun. Gonna be their history, their backstory, some historical events as well in Terranov.
Yeah,
That's
Aconite hasn't. I don't think it has announced a date yet, so keep your eye on their social media and on ours. We'll cross promote it, but keep an eye on Aconite because their books are great.
Yeah, having read the Zakareth book, I would be very excited to find more about Varix's history. So that's awesome.
Whole peek into the dragon hybrid culture, yeah, if you're into that.
Yeah.
Yep, yep. And then we'll do another plug. We'll do the close-up cam for just a second here for our Hobby Next promos. So for those that don't know much about Hobby Next, this is a pre-order promotion with specific game stores. So if you have a local game store, reach out, see if they're part of the Hobby Next program. And these are things that you could obtain for pre-ordering the game.
If you order it direct from us, you don't get the promo. Go to your local store. We'd much rather you did that.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Those local stores are the lifeblood of our hobby.
Yep, 100%. All right, and then I know you just left the close-up cam, but we're going to do another close-up. We're also going to show off the level up dice. I know we haven't talked about these in a while, but these are our gemstone dice. I know. I hate to say this, but I keep forgetting that they exist, but I just need a set for me for when I go to play the game and let everybody else use the Hobby Next or the other dice. These are just for me.
Yeah,
But
they feel really good to roll because they're that nice. They're stone dice.
right. Yep. And I think they sell in a 12-pack.
You can
So
You can also buy individual dice if you
Right.
play Cyrus all the time and you only need orange ones, I guess.
fair. But yes, the 12-pack is definitely the best deal that you would get for that. And then just another reminder, I know we haven't talked about this mat in a good long while, but this is the Descent Act 1 playmat. Our friends from GameGenic produced this mat, and it is still absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
After being used many times, it's still as vibrant as ever. All right, cool. And then the final reminder is that we will be at Gen Con. So we're going to be doing some Act 1, Scenario 1 for people who haven't played yet, because we don't want to throw new players into this.
I believe,
That's-
Aaron, you're running some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, right.
Yep. Aaron, you will
Like
be there
the
with us.
1 to 4 o'clock slots every day, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So those are full, but if you want to come say hi to Aaron, do that.
Come bother me, sure.
Yep. Hey, maybe. I'll bother you for sure. For sure. But yeah, so we'll be there. We'll be hanging out. Stop by and just say hi. Xander and I, who some of you have met already, will be in the event space. So great. I think we're good. So thank you all for joining me today. It's nice to be able to play games with my favorite developers. So just got to throw that out one more time. But yes, thank you. And thank you to all of you for joining us today. It's wonderful having you here. And without you, we wouldn't be here. So we appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.